Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Monday, the 22nd of April. Well, a quick recap on Saturday. Well, we got the first winner. Can't remember what it's called now. Sharjah. It was 8-1, 7-1. In the end, I ended up getting 5-1. So just about sums it up. Nothing else with it, non-runner. All the rest disappointing. However, the football actually made it a profitable day. We got the over 2.5 goals treble up. We just needed one more goal for the over 3.5 goals. It would have returned about £90, I think, in total. And I think also, if it would have been Southampton that would have scored the goal, we would have also, I think, got the second half goal treble up. So it could have been a nice day. In fact, what I do always recommend is, if you can, try and put both bets on. It comes to £20. I know a lot of people don't like betting on the football. They like to stick to the horses. Well, I tend to have the football because I like a bet on it anyway. But I think it gives me a second chance because I expect to spend £20 on a Saturday anyway. So let's get into Monday selections. I am only prepared to stake the free bets. So what I'm tempted to do is I'm tempted to place one of the free bets. Basically, it's a lucky 15. It's an each way lucky 15. So I'll use one of the bets as an each way lucky 15, not taking the prices, and I'll use two out of the three free bets each way lucky 15, taking the prices. So let's get into it. So the first selection is Vanity Pays at 9-1 in the 222 at Pontefract, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse has got bundles of pace. Yeah, its best run so far this season was at Southwell when it had first-time cheap pieces. Those cheap pieces went missing for its next 2 runs. However, the cheap pieces return, and Southwell was its best run. I don't think it's a Southwell specialist. I think he just preferred the cheap pieces. Like I said, the cheap pieces are back on. Plenty of pace is always a positive at Pontefract, and it's ran well in the past in soft ground in Ireland. I think it's got a decent chance. I'm a big fan of Alice Haynes, and I believe Kieran O'Neill takes the ride. The second selection is Toshizu at 15-2 in 252 at Pontefract. This horse loves soft or even heavy ground. I think it's been aimed for this race. It's ran once on the turf this season, once on the all-weather, and I think it's been primed for this race. The third selection is On the River. This is going to be a little bit awkward actually. Third selection is On the River at 9-4. Yeah, it's not an each way price, but I think it's got a decent chance of winning. It's in the 322 at Pontefract. I've actually made the screen so I can't scroll down. Or can I? No, it won't let me. So, the final selection is in the 25+4 race at Pontefract. It's in the marathon race. And the selection is Blenheim Lad. It's improved since it stepped up in trip from when it came from Ireland. It ran over 2 mile at Kempton. It ran okay on the all-weather. I find it very interesting the fact that Kieran O'Neill, it has got rides in the 152 and the 222. Then he hangs on till the 25+4 race. Well, I'm guessing he's come up with the Alice Haynes stable. So he's prepared to stop another 2 hours just for this ride. It's currently 10-1, which is not massive. It was 16s in the race post. I just think it's an interesting selection. Camilla Poulton, don't really know too much about her. She's probably related to some. I've heard of obviously the Poultons. Not quite sure who she's took over from or anything like that, but she hasn't got many runners. I think we know that. So those are the 4 selections on Monday. Fingers crossed. If I had to pick a nap, obviously you've got On the River at 9-4, but I find Vanity Pays very interesting because it's got plenty of pace, back with the cheap pieces. Toshizu, I think it's been aimed for this race. A nice, relatively valuable race. On the River is the obvious win, but I won't call it a nap. I'd say Vanity Pays is the most interesting, with Toshizu as the next best. For the very best of luck, Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.